The Universal Audio SD-1 dynamic microphone. Should you buy it?
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
All right, who is the target user for the SD-1? All right, you're a content creator looking for your first mic, or someone looking to upgrade and forget you got suckered into buying a Yeti. You're a bedroom producer with big plans. You're a podcaster. You're a live streamer. You're a maker. You're a dreamer. You want to be the badass of your Zoom calls. And you don't want to spend $100 more for a real Shure SM7B. I get it. $299 ain't nothing either. So maybe this is your first reach above the bargain basement of toy mics. The first time I spent over $300 on a microphone, I was more excited than a lonely old lady in a dildo factory. Now, if I were a budding content creator or bedroom producer, future me would say to current me, buy the SD-1 as a mic you can grow from and learn with. And to get off my lazy ass, always saying I'm going to do this, and actually be the lazy ass who actually does it. Look, UA is a brand with an amazing reputation. I don't think they're going to put out something that isn't good. Look, not everything's perfect, nothing is. But their legacy goes back decades, their reputation. And here is the kicker. UA claims to have revoiced this microphone. So no matter what you think of the fact that this is a generic clone of an SM7B, all right, using the same metalwork as a couple of other generic clones out there, no matter what you think of that, the fact that UA revoiced the capsule, obviously for the better, means a lot. And that is what you are paying for. UA's history of expertise in making great audio recordings. Look, at first, I was asking myself, why would they pivot so hard into the bedroom producer market? And then I learned that the streamer-dreamer demographic spends more money. According to market research, and this is going to blow your mind more than the first time you had kettle corn, 2 in every 5 people in the world is a content creator of some sort. Mind blown! I want to think that number is wrong, but if it's right, that means billions of creators out there. And the sad part is, most of them are fumbling around with no idea what gear to use or how to even use it. So how do you compete in a world like that, a world full of creators? The same way I compete and survive in the toughest business I've ever been in. It's by consciously trying to get better every day, and not just with my skills, but also with my gear. My instrument is my voice and my gear together. Look, I have a feeling UA probably tuned this mic to be a bit brighter than an SM7B to compensate for the users who don't have EQ on board to give it a lift. This is a plug-and-play mic, which is a small head start. But if you can just plug it in and be ready to go with a pretty decent sound, that gives a lot of people just the enough push to actually get some stuff recorded. Look, ultimately, when it comes to the SD-1, there will be a lot more people interested in one than there will be pro users not interested in one. Okay, now, I have not tried the SD-1 or even have seen one in person. I do not work for UA, nor am I affiliated with UA. I'm a pro user who depends on their stuff to make a living. And between you and I am leaving this disclaimer at the end of the video because you know that there's going to be some knucklehead who's going to drop a comment saying I'm a shill for UA without having seen the whole video. But I digress. So look, maybe the SD-1 will come out and everyone will hate it because it's a bigger piece of shit than the movie Pearl Harbor or Daniel Ek, the CEO of Spotify. But I don't think so. Not because nothing could be a bigger piece of shit than Daniel Ek, the CEO of Spotify, but because I have faith in whatever UA is doing. They're investing heavily into the future users of their pro audio gear. And that makes a lot of sense. They're opening the door to all levels of audio creators. They see the future as you, the growing ranks of people looking to make a future in audio, or just have a great time using the best gear they can get their hands on. Look, after a week of asking the who, what, where, and why of this microphone, and watching UA kind of fumble with the release a little bit, I am all in on this microphone, not as a tool that I am going to personally buy and own, but the concept behind it and why UA is doing it. And yeah, there are those of you out there who are saying this is all driven by greed and the race to the bottom. I know. We're not going to get into a giant discussion about capitalism and its flaws. But I can tell you this much, at least one silver lining to this is that if by creating an affordable microphone through this process enables more creators to get their hands on good products to make their content, then to me, you know what? I can see that as a positive, despite all of the perceived negatives. And I'd kind of rather focus on the positive here because thinking about the negatives was just going to make me insane. So, yes, if you're thinking about buying the SD-1, buy it. Buy it because you think it's going to sound great. Buy it because you think it looks cool. But if it's going to advance your efforts as a creator, buy it. And honestly, if you can't wait for the SD-1, there are a lot of great microphones out there. Buy yourself a Shure SM7B. You can never, ever go wrong buying an SM7B. All right? But if you don't want to spend that money and you want the SD-1, just buy it. But you got to promise me you're going to make some great stuff. Okay? All right. That's my opinion. Tell me yours. Leave a comment. All right, until next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.